get my honorary monster.
Yeah.
And I thought of a good bit to do.
Yeah. I'm all for good bits.
So, do you know how we have, no qualifications to do a podcast?
Oh, we need qualifications? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do you need my resume?
no, what I was thinking is that whenever we start an episode, we trick our listeners into thinking that we're very, very important. So watch. This is the 20 Effect podcast. I'm Justin, the creator of the Holy Bible.
Oh shit.
And Will, tell the listeners what you've done.
I made the Necronomicon. We can tell you how the Necronomicon and the Bible are very close and related another time.
Yeah, this breaking news. But for now, you're listening to a podcast about D&D.
And Cram Berry.
So, as you're in and out of consciousness, you're struggling to get all the rubble off of you and, staying awake as you notice in the commotion. There's a lot of commotion around you. But through the commotion, Flippington escapes.
Flippington. Oh, right. Him.
Yes, the most evil wizard.
Can we go over what has happened to him so far? He started growing spider appendages.
Yeah, he grew like a huge spider leg. He got spider fangs.
Oh my god, I'd love some art about this guy.
And that's it, besides the whacking you gave him multiple times. So, the giant spiders around you are going crazy. They're spitting out blood, falling to the ground, shaking. But more importantly, the buildings around you are sort of glitching. They crumble and they build themselves back up. It shudders and then it crumbles and rebuilds itself back up. You see people turning into various animals and beasts, screaming as their skin changes to accommodate these forms. It shrinks and expands. So it's obviously pain for all of these people. And meanwhile, there's just this high-pitched screech coming from the skies as the glass, or what appears to be glass, the glass in the skies, just you see shards of this glass falling down and hitting the city around you. And what you see through the sky is shining down, and where it hits, it hurts to look at. Everything inside it just sort of twists around and becomes different shapes and just generally glitchy. And what do you do as you get up and look around at all this chaos?
Is there a shard, a small shard that has broken off?
It's inside of the that ray that came down from the sky.
Wait, no, there's an energy beam you're saying that hit down?
It's almost like
what?
Sunlight in a way.
So I want to run towards the exit and dodge around any debris or spiders that are around. All right. And I want to get out of this town as fast as possible.
Okay. So you're dipping and dodging around people who are just glitching out and stuff. And you get near the exit, and stepping in front of you is one of the giant spiders that's just foamy at the mouth, blood pouring out. And it stops in front of you, and it raises a leg to attack. What do you do?
I raise my quarterstaff, and I want to hit the spider right on the connecting joint of its arm to break it off.
All right, roll a hit.
17.
Yeah, you smack it. You smack it, and it does break. And as soon as you connect, it just explodes into actually literally confetti. And the confetti, as it falls to the ground, it just kind of it looks fuzzy in your eyes. It's hard to look at. It's almost like you need glasses to look at it. And you keep going?
Yeah, I start sprinting towards the end, towards the exit, just to get out of this town.
All right. You exit, and as you exit, you see the sky becomes less, there's cracks all throughout the sky as far as you can see, but it looks completely like a baseball hit a windshield above the town. But the cracks kind of thin out as you go further away. And you've escaped this town, which I will call East Hartford. So you continue forward. Yeah, you're just kind of like looking at the cracks above you in the sky, and you hear some rustling in the bushes ahead of you.
I ready my weapon and I look towards the bush. Who goes there?
Out of the bushes comes a man, and he's holding his head, and from far away, he's like 40 feet away. There's a little bit of blood coming down, and he's like kind of staggering forward, and he looks pretty normal.
I asked him, who are you? If you get any closer, I will smack you. I raise my weapon in preparation of this man getting close.
He doesn't answer you. He's just kind of stumbling forth and in your general direction.
Oh, awesome. So if he gets in range, that means due to my polearm feat, I'm able to make an attack of opportunity when someone gets close to me. So I will make a swing at him.
He pulls his hand away from his head, and the entire right side of his face is just completely like bright red, and his eye is completely black. His entire eye is black, and just the right side of his face, of his mouth, has fangs in which there's blood pouring out of the right side of. And he hisses and starts running towards you. He's in melee range.
Oh, in that case, I'll just make a normal melee attack.
Okay.
Yeah, 8.
You miss. He grabs a hold of you and he tries to bite you. Does an 11
No,
do it?
Not even close.
He's just gnawing on. He's
I make an attack. So I take my staff and I smack him with it. I got a 17.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damage 13. Now I'm going to use my second attack as a bonus action to hit him with the pommel of my staff.
Cool.
So I aim the butt end of my staff and I just thump him with the rear end. Does a 21 work?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You kill him with the first one. So the first hit, he falls down, and like you swing with like so much gusto with the second, but as he falls, he dodges it, I guess, just with the circumstances. And he falls to the ground, and the kind of screeching sound you heard from the glass, like it's kind of like the screeching sound from the glass is kind of like persistently there now. You would hear it coming from the town behind you like really loudly, but now it's kind of like an ambience. And it gets a little quieter when he falls to the ground, and he's not moving anymore.
I want to rummage through his pockets, see what I find.
Okay, roll investigation.
I got a 5.
Jeez. You find pocket lint.
Pocket lint? Hell yeah. I'm putting that in my pockets. It's my pocket lint now. Also, can I still hear the humming sound that's coming around from the town or sky?
It's almost imperceptible. Maybe I should have made you roll a perception, but it's too late, number one. And number two, the information's already out there. So you go down this path. It is a path, by the way. And you just keep going down it until you hear another rustling. And this time, roll perception.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice. You could see in the bushes a pig face that is unnaturally white, like paper white. And it dives back into the bushes, and you hear it like the rustling of leaves going in a general direction.
I run after the pig and I chase it.
Okay. So you keep dashing after it, and it gets into a clearing, and you hear the ambient... I don't want to call it screeching anymore. It's kind of like when you... Yeah, like a hum where you wet your finger and circle it on a wine glass. And it's getting a little louder. You get into this clearing, and you see a building in the distance. Just a little cabin.
Do I still see the piggy?
I mean, you would see the piggy in the distance. It's running towards the cabin. It goes through like a pig door, like a cat door, but for a pig, and it goes into the cabin. And this cabin doesn't look run down. It looks like someone's currently living in there.
I wish to approach the cabin and look in through the window.
All right. Okay, roll perception.
All right, like a 13.
You see a nice little parlor room and a man sitting in a chair reading a book.
All right, so I wish to just go up to the door and knock on it.
You hear, ah, and you hear the sound of a big book slapping shut. You hear some footsteps, a click, and that man opens the door. And it's this guy in some, like a comfy bathrobe, a big bald head, and a long white beard. He goes, hello.
Hello, good sir. I am Cram Berry, and I am here to inform you that the town nearby has actually had a small mishap and seems to be having a large magical anomaly where the sky is cracking. Do you have any knowledge about this?
Oh, that makes sense.
What do you mean it makes sense? Do you have knowledge of this?
Because the sky cracked. Come in. Sit down.
Gladly. Very hospitable individual.
There's these two chairs, and like the walls are lined with bookshelves and little trinkets that's on the bookshelves, and books. There's two like really big lazy chairs, and he's in the more ornately designed one, and there's one that it's a little dusty, sitting in the opposite corner. This room has sort of a hexagonal shape, and yeah.
So, you want to tell me what's going on? If you seem to have some knowledge of what has happened, could you please explain to me what exactly is going on here?
Well, there's a bright light, and then all this happened. And he just gestures around him.
What do you mean? Could you please explain?
That's how sort of I was born. Some people don't react nicely to the shattering of the sky.
So wait, did the shattering of the sky bring you into existence? It created you? Or like, what? Could you explain that? Because I'm trying to get a concept of what the heck is still happening.
No. I was already alive, but the shattering impacted me in such a way that makes me normal, I guess.
So were you, like, not a person before this? Like, what were you prior to this shattering?
This is a good question. A writer. Wait, are you implying that I'm not normal?
Well, yeah, because you said you weren't really you until the shattering happened, so I assume you were something else.
Hang on, let me clarify. I was normal, a normal writer. The sky shattered. I felt a new purpose, and the crack above my house sort of helps me with that purpose. And those who come from the cracks.
Wait, so who comes from the cracks? And where can I find these people who come from the cracks? So what's their purpose? What's your guys' goal?
To completely shatter the sky. To complete the ritual that Flip started. And, I don't know, you'd find them by following the cracks. I'm sort of your guide, I guess.
So if someone wanted to stop this ritual and make sure this cracking of the sky didn't come to pass, how would one go about stopping it?
Eliminating, everyone who comes from the cracks, I guess.
So, can you take me to where these people have gone? Or these creatures from the crack?
He gets up and he runs his fingers through his beard, and he's like, let me think about that. And he walks over to the bookcase, and he pulls a rope that was just dangling out of it. And the rope bursts through the 3 shelves above it, and the whole cabin sort of shakes as he flies through the ceiling, and the ceiling gets covered in papers where he bursts through. Like it just sort of repairs itself in a paper mache type of way. And he says, maybe.
I want to do a perception check or a investigation. Yeah, no, perception to see what I can find around the room. I got a 9. total.
You know something funny? They don't give a reason in which that you would try and fight this guy. I had to come up with it. So, anyway, yeah, they don't give a reason. They're like, this guy is really nice, and then if it comes down to it, you know, he does this thing. It says he's a unremarkable, amicable man. Anyway, so with a 9, you see, well, there is a staircase in this room that sort of fell down when he pulled the rope. Besides that, there's a fireplace and an lavishly intricate rug.
I want to take the rug.
Wait, what'd you say?
I want to roll up the rug and pop it in my pocket.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Aw, come on. They're pocket size.
No way.
I worked at a Home Goods once or twice. Fine, I guess I will leave the lavish rug. Though I take a few books with me. And I head up the stairs.
Alright, so you're gonna climb it?
Yes, I climb on up.
Okay. So you get up there, and it's just like a completely open room with a staircase on the other side. And more important, well, okay, all
9.
right, okay. So it is completely flat, and you could tell the floor is really shiny, and there's something weird about the chandelier with the wax candles.
This is totally a trap. I'm assuming the floor is like super waxed. It's like slippery or like made of wax or something. Like I know a trap when I see one, and this is 10 out of 10. Open space, shiny floor, over the top chandelier. I'm going to attack the chandelier. I shoot my crossbow at it.
All right, roll to hit.
12.
Yeah, I guess that would be a miss. But in that, you could tell the fire and the candles, they flutter a bit in a way that's unnatural. And yeah, that's it.
I reload and I attack.
Okay.
Again. 18.
Yep, you hit it. And when you hit it, it flies across the room and sticks to the other side, like to the other wall, the opposite wall. And it screams a high-pitched scream, and all of them jump out.
I knew it!
And thud into the floor, besides that one that you hit. And they're all running towards you with these tiny legs.
So, how far away are they?
Like 20 feet.
How far spread apart are they?
5.
Alright, so I'm going to make an attack. Roll. 18 totally hits.
Yep.
So, with...
It just splatters into the ground. And when you hit it into the ground, you could see the arrowhead sinks into the floor, like half of it, as if the floor was not made of a traditional hard material, but in fact of melted wax.
It's made of wax. Yeah, I freaking knew it. I called it. I saw this a mile away. Okay, wax floors. I get you. Good one. 10 out of 10. You could say I stuck it to him.
Nice one.
Kill me.
So the rest of them advance, and each of them make a jump at you, intending to burn you.
As they approach, I make a melee attack against one of them.
Okay, there's 4 of them.
Oh, no. So not one. Justin, no. Don't do it to me.
You accidentally fling your quarterstaff across the room.
What do you mean it flew across the room? That's like my only melee weapon. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad news, bears.
It lands next, not across the room, but it's like 20 feet away.
Okay, that's not so bad. But still.
So they'll jump at you. 15?
Nope.
17?
Nope.
16?
Still a miss.
And one suffocates itself by drowning in the wax. So there's 3 left, and they're all behind you.
A wax candle drowned in a wax floor? Wow.
Yeah. But, what's your speed, by the way?
My speed 30. I want to move over and try to get my quarterstaff and move away from these guys.
Can you grab something that's 5 feet away?
No. Well, I was thinking that, like, the quarterstaff is a bit long and I might be able to reach it. I don't know which way it is. I should try.
This is difficult terrain, pal. I don't think I stated it, but yeah. Might be.
So, this is half speed, and it's not, like, leaning out of the wax towards me, so I can't grab it.
It's like sticking up out of the ground.
So I'm going to move towards my quarterstaff and try to get as close as I can to it. And I will aim my crossbow at them in preparation for them to approach me.
All right. The remaining 3 glide across the top of this wax and try to jump at you again. 2, 9, and then a nat 20.
Oh no, he hit me. Not a
I
crit.
think they only have a 5% chance of hitting you. 6 damage. It lights your sock on fire. If you're wearing socks. Do you wear clothes at all?
Nah, I'm a warforged. I don't have to wear any clothing.
Oh, jeez. It lights. Huh. That's
So I do have bits of me that are made of wood, so he probably lit that on fire, I assume. So all warforges are like nudists, basically.
Yeah, sweet, dude, sweet. And yeah, the 3 of them are around you, and you're next to your pole.
All right, so I pick up my pole, and I wish to make my 2 attacks. So swing at the first. 17.
Yep. It splats.
Bonus attack with another 18 to hit. I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Yep. That one also splats. There's one left. He screams for his comrades, and he jumps. And that one's a 2. He misses, and he runs like 5 feet away. He's trying to get away from you.
I use my attack of opportunity and smack him. Unless he disengaged.
No, he didn't.
All right. And so I assume that a 18 hits.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
You've eliminated the threat in this room.
All right. So I look around. Does it seem like there's like nothing around here? If so, I proceed to the next room.
Okay, you're on the 3rd floor. By the way, as you were coming,
Yeah, damn right.
This is a 1-story. Yeah, nice. As you're coming towards this cabin, this was like a 1-story cabin, so something must have happened when he pulled that rope.
Yeah, like I kind of realized that, and I'm just like, yeah, it's a little weird. I went beyond the attic, and now it's still going up. All right.
You ascend into a study room. There's a desk in there, a nice little office desk. As you walk, are you walking towards this desk?
Yes, I wish to approach the desk. But on my way approaching it, I wish to look around and observe the area. So here goes my perception. Oh, God, it's another nat 1. No.
Yeah, I don't have anything for this nat 1. You're like, man, this is nice.
Wow, this is just like a nice room.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Nice. Just nice. So there's a couple sheets of paper on top of this desk. Seems like he started writing a little story. There is a inkwell there and a drawer case.
I take the inkwell and pocket that along with a quill, and I wish to read the story.
Generally speaking, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it says. I don't have it written down, but he started a story about it's about a monster who's born it's a monster who is born, an extremely powerful monster that was born with the thing that could kill him, so he tries to hide it. And that's all in one paragraph.
That's a terrible story. I hate it. I'm going to take the story with me. I put it in my pocket.
Oh, you're taking it?
Nah, those story.
Yeah, I don't want that shitty story.
No, I actually take it and put it in my pocket. I have a feeling it has meaning.
Top, middle, or bottom?
It's never the middle one. The middle one's always trapped. I can't possibly choose that one. The top one, that feels like it's way too close. That's too obvious. So you know what? I'm going with the bottom one. Wait, no, they totally would think that I would don't go with the bottom one, so I'm going with the top.
Okay. As soon as you open it, you see something shiny in there, but everything around you collapses into darkness. Like, you look down and you still have the ballroom that you're just in, and it just disappears as you go down and down and down. And then you see shards of paper after a while of falling. And make a dex save with disadvantage.
And alright, disadvantage. Ooh. It wasn't too good. I got like an 8. Does an 8 work?
You get cut up by shards of paper sticking out of the floor of a cave. And you take 6 damage. And so you get yourself back up, dust yourself off. You see a couple skeletons around you, maybe 2 or 3, completely stripped of everything they had, so it's just skeletons. And looking around, you actually roll perception. And another question. How's your vision in the dark?
Oh yeah, I don't have any night vision. So I strike up a torch and I look around. Yeah, I got like a 6.
Ooh. So you can't see, but you hear some jingling of a chain somewhere around you and like heavy breathing.
I'm going to look around again and look towards the breathing and see if I can really see anything over there.
All right.
21.
So with this 21, you see the giant chain. You see this giant chain, and as soon as you turn on the torch, it's not moving. And you see what it's attached to. It's a giant boulder.
Oh, is there like any space? Is there any tunnels leading out of here, or is it just walls all around right now?
There's walls all around you. And you can't see the ceiling. Well, I mean, you can see the ceiling, and it's like the ceiling of a cave.
So there's no way out with just like a pocket in the middle of like an air pocket in the middle of the earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how big are the chains?
The chains, like the diameter of the metal, you know what I'm talking about, is like an inch.
So they're like truck chains, some really big honking stuff.
Yeah.
I want to like grab one end of the chain and start pulling it towards me.
Okay.
Not the side. I'm not bringing the boulder towards me, but whatever's on the other end of the chain, I start trying to pull it towards me.
So you're not talking about the part that's attached to the boulder. You're talking about the other part where you can't see it, where it leads to. Okay. Roll strength.
And 21.
21. You pull, nothing happens. And you hear that breath again. You just hear like a sigh come from behind you.
I drop the chains and I turn around.
There's nothing there.
I kick the boulder.
You hear, ow.
Wait, are you a sentient boulder?
Yeah.
Sorry. Wait, how'd that hurt? You're a boulder. Did that really hurt?
Boulder, that's kind of racist.
Oh, I'm sorry. To me, you look like a boulder. You're right, that probably is a little shady, but Rock, I'm sorry. We start off the wrong foot. I'm Cram Berry. I'm just wondering, where are we?
Seems like Faultier tricked you as well, huh?
Yeah, he definitely got me. Well, I was just pulling through drawers, so I wouldn't say trick so much, but how'd we get here?
He put me down here not too long ago. My name's Goru, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Goru. Are you, alive? Can you move? Or, what are you?
I'm pretty much just a rock, if you want to put it that way. I'm a person. I'd like to believe that I'm a person.
So what, he just took you and put you in a drawer underground and locked you up?
Faultier wanted to show that he had power over me.
Are you able to move or anything down here? Because if you locked up with just an inanimate moving object, that's kind of redundant.
I guess he wanted to always show that he had power over me.
Oh, okay.
If you don't look at me, I can move.
So if I turn around and look away, you can move?
Yes.
Alright, I turn around and I look away from him.
When you look away, you hear the chain jingle.
I whip back around and look at him.
He's like 2 feet to the left.
Are you able to break the chain yourself? Would you be able to?
No, he's just showing you that he's moving.
Alright, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to attack the chain. I got a 12.
12. I mean, you hit it with a wooden thing.
No, I'm going to use my metal hand, and since I'm a juggernaut, it actually does like 1d4 plus strength. So I can just whap it.
Karate chop it.
Hell yeah, do it.
Okay, I got an idea. So you look at your hand and you look at this chain, and you realize that your hand's you're gonna take some damage if you chop it off this chain. But you think you could do it.
Whack with my hand. 9 damage.
9 damage. You bend it a lot. Like, it's heavily bent and ready to give, but you take 2 hand damage.
Ouch. Not my hand. Not my strong hand. I'm going to use like my shield to hit it to finish off the last bit, or actually I'm just going to stomp on it to crunch the last bit of that chain to break him free.
It gives. He says, that's the ticket.
Can you die, actually? Are you able to die? Because I thought if you just broke, you'd become smaller boulders. Like, is that a thing?
Are you implying something? Death is a thing for boulder people. I'm not a boulder, by the way. I'm a rock.
I look up to see if anything is happening. To see what's happening.
And nothing happens. He kind of just sits there, but you could hear some rumbling from above. Sounds like freedom. I'll see you later. As a ladder comes down.
Alright, Goku. I'll see you later. See you on the flip side. Bye.
See you later.
Are you sure you can get out on your own? Do you need help or anything? I'm heading out. I could help.
He says, I'll find my way up there. Don't worry about me.
I head up the ladder, by the way. Alright, see you later, Boulder Man. What?
I'm not a boulder. So you climb it, and eventually you get to a trapdoor above you. And you open it, and you find yourself underneath the stairs in the parlor room, which is like the first room where you met him.
I wish to climb back up to the top floor to investigate the drawers that I saw prior.
Okay. Well, first of all, you sludge through that ballroom again. And then you get up, shaking your warforged feet when you get to the study. And when you get back over to the desk, the bottom drawer that was open, you notice the shiny thing that you saw right before you.
I grab the shiny object inside the drawer, and I hold it, and I take a good look at it in my hands.
It is something completely wrapped in duct tape. And there's a little post-it note on it saying, "Do not open."
Oh, I'm tempted. Oh, it says don't. That means do in all sense of the regards. I look at the top drawer.
Just more paper.
I look in the middle drawer.
Inkwells and pens.
I knew the middle drawer was useless. I called it. Is there any other stairs going up? I look around.
Yep.
Oh, there are. Cool. I unwrap the duct tape.
All right. As you do, it gets shinier. By the way, the shininess that you see of it is the top of it. You can tell that's gold.
Oh, wait.
Gold as in gold, but what it is made of gold.
Oh, I don't trust this thing anymore. Hold on, I wish I knew that prior. Anything that's gold that has some form of temptation, you do not mess with.
So you put the duct tape back on?
Yeah, I'm just going to lick it and stick it right back on.
Yuck.
Oh, wait, I can't lick it. I'm a Warforged.
I
just pop it in my mouth. I'm going to store this thing in my mouth. So I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, it's like about a foot long.
Oh, it's a foot long. Oh, it's a big thing. Oh,
and
I thought
it's
it's like palm size.
3 inches wide.
A foot long, 3 inches wide.
And about an inch thick.
Ooh, that's what is it? Square, cylindrical, oval?
It's almost like dagger shaped.
That is even more concerning. Gold dagger says not to open.
It's really, really wide in the bottom, and then it goes to a point. Like wider than a normal dagger.
Screw it. I want to open it. I want to see what I got for Christmas.
Okay.
This is a bad idea. I called it. Remember I said it was a bad idea? It's probably a bad idea. Let's open it.
So you unwrap it.
Yeah.
It takes you a while, and eventually you find yourself holding a pair of scissors with some jewels on the little handles.
Jeweled scissors. All right. I open and close them a few times, like clip, clip.
Okay.
I cut a piece of that story off, a corner of the story that was on the table.
All right.
Do they cut nicely?
Yeah, they cut real nicely.
All right.
It's almost like you just want to stop and just cut things with it because it cuts that nicely.
Wow. I spend like a minute just cutting things. Those books I have,
okay.
One of them's gone because I just cut it. Okay.
Okay.
I put them in my pocket.
All right.
And I head on up the stairs.
Okay. So this next room is the floor is just piles and piles of books.
Oh, by the way,
room.
Justin, did I take that story? I did take that story.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to cut the story.
I cut a little piece of the story.
Okay, so you're going to pick it up.
Yeah, crappy story from desk. There we go. All right.
So you walk up the stairs.
Yes, I walk upstairs. Continue.
And this floor looks like it's almost entirely made of books. I mean, you could tell there's a floor underneath, but there's just a bunch of open books all around, like piles and piles. And a couple of them start shaking.
Oh, no.
And things spring out of them.
Pop-up books. Oh, God. My childhood memories. I love them because I didn't have to read. Now look what they do. Oh, no.
There is a D6 table and like the names of books that they just made up and things that come like the main characters that they made up for those. So I'm rolling a D6 for these 3 that are popping up, and I'll tell you which ones they are from your childhood. So, from the Goblin Spinster, a goblin with a red cap and like a sleazy outfit on appears, and he's spinning this dagger in his hand, and he's going, heh, oof. From a disobedient puppet climbs creepily out of this book, kind of like with jerky movements. It's just like this mannequin with like its arm is like kind of splintered off, like it looks like it was snapped in half, but it left a point where it got cut, and it's standing there menacingly, like making like really jerky movements as if it's like being controlled. What's that kind of puppet with the strings?
Mannequin?
Marionette.
No, marionettes.
Almost like that.
Yay.
From your favorite book, Cutie and the Monster, flames shoot out of the book, and standing there is a devil dressed in really, really nice clothes. Let's roll some initiative.